Hey y'all, and welcome back. I am Malika. So for those of you that are moving to Merida, or if you're coming here long term, you already know that you can get your medications at the pharmacy pretty easy, most things without a prescription. But one thing you may not know is how much they cost. So the other day I went to pick up my medication and I received for the first time a sale paper. Now I've been in that pharmacy 4 times and they never offered me a sale paper, but this time they put one in the bag. So I got a chance to look at some of the drugs that were available and also to see how much they cost, and I am going to tell you all about that today. So the very first thing I want to say before we get started is that I am not offering any medical advice. I am not promoting any drugs or any drug manufacturers, and I am not promoting any particular pharmacy. This pharmacy has a bonus card, very much like a CVS Extra Care card or a Walgreens card. The benefit that I see of this card when I look through the sale paper is with that card, there were like plenty of drugs that you can get buy 2, get the 3rd free, buy 3, get the 4th free, and even some buy 5, get the 6th free. There was some drugs that you can get an additional 25% off if you had the bonus card. If you go to that particular pharmacy, I would, if it's free, I would encourage you to sign up for the card. I know I am. And then whatever pharmacy you go to, check and see if they have a card as well. So a lot of the drugs in the sale paper were no prices listed, but they were like 35% off, 33% off, 40% off. So I'm going to be looking down at my paper. Bear with me, okay, because I'm reading. So Montelukast, which is singular, you'll get 20 tablets for 60 pesos. So I'm gonna round some stuff up. So that's about $5.32. Losartan, which would be for blood pressure, 50 milligrams, you do get 30 tablets, and that's 36 pesos, which is roughly about $2.10. Effexor, if you're on for antidepressant, 75 milligrams, you get 20 tablets for 133 pesos, which is about $7.75. If you take Viagra, 100 milligrams, but you only get 8 tablets, which is 90 pesos, about $5.23. And then here's a weird one. They have Tramadol, which is not available over the counter in the US because Tramadol is a synthetic opiate, and they mix it with Toradol. Now, if you've ever been to the emergency room and say you hurt your knee, you twisted your ankle, I don't know, something wrong with your shoulder or something like that, they'll give you a Toradol shot a lot of times. And Toradol is an NSAID, like, Advil or ibuprofen, but it's really strong. And they mix it with Tramadol, and it's available over the counter. Tramadol has a high potential for abuse, but they give you 10 tablets for 96 pesos, which is about $5.50. Okay, if you take nifedipine, which is for blood pressure, 30 milligrams, you get 30 tablets in this one, and it is 80 pesos, which is about $4.65. Gabapentin, a lot of people take that for nerve pain. I'm sure they have 100 milligrams or 200 milligrams, but what was on sale is 300 milligrams, 30 tablets for 96 pesos, which is about $5. Atorvastatin for your cholesterol, 40 milligrams, 10 tablets for 100 pesos, which is about $5.85, $6. Then here's another weird one. Betamethasone and loratadine. That's a steroid and Claritin. I don't think we give that in the United States, a steroid and Claritin together, but you can get 10 of those tablets for about $4. Voltaren, diclofenac, if you take Voltaren, not the gel, not the cream, but the actual pill, 100 milligrams, 20 tablets for about 98 cents. Not bad. And then they have 1 tablet of Viagra 50 milligrams instead of the 100, and you can get that for 98 cents. I guess that's like an emergency tablet or something. I don't know how that works. And why is one 50 milligrams and the other is 100? Is the 100 milligrams like a turbo booster or something? Okay. Captopril for blood pressure, 25 milligrams. You get 30 tablets for about $1. Omeprazole. I take omeprazole, which is, Nexium, Prilosec, not Nexium, but Prilosec. 20 milligrams, 30 tablets, about $4.65. That's pretty much, well, no, I think it's still more expensive in the US. If you're on Prozac, 20 milligrams, you only get 14 tablets for that price, $1.69 though. And if you're on Paxil, you get 20 milligrams, 10 tablets for $4.88. And if you're on Zoloft, 50 milligrams, you only get 14 tablets, and that is about $20. No, wait. That is, I didn't do that calculation. Hold on. That's about $3, okay? If you take amlodipine, which is Norvasc, 5 milligrams, you do get 30 tablets for 24 pesos roughly, and it's, so that's probably $1.25. And then hydrochlorothiazide. A lot of people take hydrochlorothiazide in the US. 25 milligrams, you get 20 tablets for 26 pesos, which is about $11.50. Once again, remember, these prices are going to vary according to the pharmacy you go to and the drug manufacturer. So you're going to want to do your comparison shopping so that you can find the best price for you. If you take Pristique, which is an antidepressant, a lot of people take that as well, 50 milligrams, you only get 28 tablets. Where's the other 2 pills? But this is kind of expensive. It's 1,460 pesos, which is about $85 here. So I don't know how much that costs in the US. And the reason why this costs more is the extended release version. But the reason why that costs more too, I saw in the sale paper, it's still the brand name. It's not a generic. So you know those always cost more anyway. Doxycycline, 100 milligrams, you get 10 tablets, which is not a full course of antibiotics, so you're gonna need 2 boxes. That's about $27. If you take hormones, progesterone, the Provera is 10 milligrams, you get 10 tablets for about $16. Tetracycline, 125 milligrams, you get 24 tablets for about $11. And the clindamycin, 300 milligrams, you get 16 tablets for $30. Now that also is a name brand, it's a Pfizer. You may be able to find a generic brand that's cheaper at that pharmacy or another one. If you take it, like say for your skin, if you have really bad acne and you take clindamycin. Xarelto, it didn't say the price, but it was an additional 25% off with the card. That's why I said you guys need to make sure that you get the card. Maybe you get lucky and something that you need is on sale. Okay, the birth control pills were buy 3, get the 4th free. It was only on certain brands. Testosterone injections, now you ain't getting that over the counter in the US, okay? But they got it here, and it's only 1 ampule in the box, and they were buy 3, get the 4th free. The aspirin also was buy 3, get the 4th free, but it said it was the aspirin, preventative aspirin, which should be in the US. We take 81 milligram enteric-coated aspirin, but this was 100 milligrams, and I don't know if it was enteric-coated or not, so that's something that you might want to check into. Now, when we get to our insulins, okay, so you know insulin is a huge problem in the US with affordability. There's articles constantly in the news about people are saying they can't afford their insulins, they're not taking the proper dose of insulin because they're trying to stretch it out and make it last because they can't afford to buy more. And a lot of the drug manufacturers now are offering programs for people to kind of ease the burden of the financial burden of buying your insulin. Okay, so pay attention. The Lantus. Now, you know, Lantus comes in a pen, right? Here you get 3 pens in a box. For this particular pharmacy, this particular manufacturer, you get 3 pens in a box. Each pen is 3 mLs, like in the US. And it's the Lantus Solo Star, so that is your brand. It is 1,799 pesos, which is about $104, okay? So what I did was I went on GoodRx in the US. Now, mind you, this is if you're paying out of pocket cash for your medications, not reimbursed by your insurance company or anything. The manufacturer will meet or match or reduce the price, however you want to put it, to $35 in the US, and that's at all the major pharmacies, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Costco, Walmart, whatever, Kroger's. $35, but the catch is that you have to be a cash paying patient. You cannot turn around and submit that to your insurance company because they make you sign some kind of declaration saying that you're not going to do it. So $104 here is quite a bit. It's quite a bit of money, especially because there's no program to decrease that price. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's quite a bit. But if you are a diabetic and you take your blood sugars, the machines that this particular pharmacy advertised, they may have more, but the 2 that they advertised was the One Touch and the Contour Plus. And then the Contour Plus was 15% off of the strips, 25% off of the machine, and with the card, if you bought the strips, you also got a box of Lancets for free, which I think it was 20 in the box or something like that. Yeah, the insulin thing is a concern. And okay, in the US, the #1 leading health issue in the US is heart disease and high blood pressure. But in Mexico, the #1 leading health problem here is diabetes. So you would think that the insulin would be a little cheaper. Now, like I said, this is brand name Lantus Solo Star, so maybe that is the reason why the cost is so high. Oh, and in the US, that $35 price is for a box of 5 pens, which is a 30-day supply. 3 pens here for $104, and 3 pens is not gonna last you 30 days. That's probably 20-day supply maybe. So, yeah. Now, there is a pharmacy here called Farmacia Similaris, and the difference is they're not selling manufacturers like Bayer, Pfizer, Merck, or whoever, you know, is your drug companies, and they're not even selling the generics from these companies. They are selling a generic of the generic in a sense. But prior to, I think it was either 2010 or 2014, it was like a free-for-all in that pharmacy. And Mexico put out a law that every drug that that pharmacy sold had to be tested, biotested, to make sure that each medication was bioidentical to the generic version that you would find in another pharmacy, okay? So that you're not getting something there that isn't as strong, or it's much stronger, or it's hit or miss depending on what day of the week you go. So they fixed that problem, and that pharmacy is a lot cheaper than the other pharmacies, and you can still find the medications there. That's why they call it Similaris. It is similar to the generic version of that medication, but a lot of people use it, and There are strict regulations now put in place to make sure that you get the proper quality and proper concentration of that medication. So it's maybe an option for you. So guys, to conclude, I just wanted to let you know just a general of how much some of these medications are costing at one of the pharmacy chains here. If you're a veteran though, and you're taking the medicine for a service-connected condition, always use your foreign medical service and submit your receipts so you can be reimbursed. I had to add that in there. It's gonna take forever. I'm gonna let you know that right now, but they're gonna give you your money back as long as it's a service-connected condition. And there is an agency here that will help you with all of that with the foreign medical program through the VA. So if you're a military veteran, just know that they got your back. So guys, I hope this was helpful to you. I hope you know, got a little idea of the medications and what's available to you. You know, a lot of us, as we get older, we're on all kinds of pills, and in the US, the doctors love to push the pills. Or maybe you're coming here with mom, or you're coming with dad, and you know, they take medications, so you know that they are available to you and they are relatively inexpensive. But always do your due diligence, check around, and if they have coupons, bonus cards, ask, because like I said, I've been in that pharmacy 4 times and they've never given me a sale paper before, and they've never mentioned a bonus card. So check, because hey, money is money. We all want to save a little bit of cash. So until we meet again, guys, keep moving. I hope this video was helpful to you. Hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And I'll see you later. Bye, y'all.